King V, I'm caught up in between a rock and a hard place. Oh my God, I'm sorry, man. I have one of my best staff members who is more like the backbone of my business telling me that they got a better offer. What should I do? Firstly, I'd like to say, as entrepreneurs, we build businesses, right? Based on individuals. So you start a business, you get your first staff, you get your second staff, and then you become too comfortable that, you know what, you've got it under control. These guys or this team that I've assembled, it's running. Okay, awesome. Let's think Apple, Let's think ShopRite. Okay, when ShopRite started, obviously they had individuals that they built the business around, but are those individuals still there? Okay, that's one example. Let's go back to Apple, computers. The owner has passed off, one of the owner, Steve Jobs, but Apple's still running. Tim Cook is the CEO. But you can't say that Apple can shut its business because Tim Cook has found a better opportunity. I don't know if I'm making sense. You can't say you're running. Let's say you're running a soccer team. You're Manchester, or Liverpool or Man U, right? And then Messi decides he's going to another team, right? Does that team shut down its business? No. So what you must do as an entrepreneur is actually good that, firstly, I think as entrepreneurs, we need to have that open dialogue. As African entrepreneurs, we need to have that open, healthy dialogue with our staff, with our players. You know why? Because that healthy dialogue, it makes them to open up to you. They tell you how they feel, that they've got a better opportunity. They are tempted to get the better opportunity, which I think, if I were you, sometimes it's good to let that person go, anonymous. Why? Because when they go, they tell their own story. I'm saying it again. They tell their own journey, Just like Messi, when he leaves Juventus or when he leaves Liverpool, he tells his own story. If he's a good employee, what tends to happen is that people, they go, right, in good books, and then over the years, you rekindle, A lot of times, African entrepreneurs, when your team member leaves, it's like, hey, go. That's it, right? But with me, what I tend to do when a team member is good and, they're left in good books, I always check up on them. It can be 2 years, 3 years. And guess what? After 3 years, I bring them back to the business. I can tell you, they bring a different flair in the business. That's how these businesses operate outside. They bring that stuff back. When you come back, you bring a different flair. Look at Steve Jobs when he was fired from his own company that he started, right? And then when he came back, it changed the dynamic of Apple. You gotta let your employee go, which is good, and you need to find yourself in that situation where you think or you feel like the business is built around them. Why is the business built around an individual? That's really, really wrong from the first place. Because a business shouldn't be built. I look at Voo C Media Group. I always say I'm honored and I'm blessed that I can say I'm the CEO of Voo C Media Group. But hell no, the business is not built around me. Voo C Media Group must be able to run on its own and do its own duties as a business because it's a separate entity from me. I'm just the CEO, which I am just one of the staff members within the business. So it's so wrong that your business is built around that individual. So I'd highly recommend that you reverse engineer it, right? Work backwards, pretend that you're starting your business, right? Fix that. Don't build your business around individuals, because we know what tends to happen, right? And you can't add value. How are you going to sell a business when you've built a business around an employee? That means your business is worth zero, right? So you need to build a business that can stand on its own, that can be separate from yourself. If someone wants to buy the business, you need to be able to sell that business because it has its own value, it has its own book. I hope this episode adds value to you, Anonymous. I hope I've been able to give you some few cents or some few nuggets in terms of what you can do and how to handle the situation. And to everyone out there, don't forget to subscribe, like below. We are on the streets of social media. Like I always say, you commenting just motivates me and our team to just keep on doing this, dishing out some jam content, all for free. What is our why in creating this content? Simple. Our why in creating this content is just to change the African narrative of what is an entrepreneur and to add value and to build businesses that really last, that surpasses the owner or the founder. That's how we can change Africans being poor all the time. We all have to start from the bottom, right? So we have to reverse engineer. This kind of content changes that. It adds perspective on another individual who's watching this show. Thank you so much for watching. We are. Peace.